Hello everybody. This week's video is going to be about the South America sector. We take a look at mountains, cities, and stuff I can't pronounce, which is pretty much the name of all but one of the quadrants. With that said, let's get started. The South America sector. South America is one of the first places on Earth where nature has almost fully recovered. Unfortunately, its dense jungles, forests, and mountains harbor the world's largest population of militant Zentradi rebels. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be able to pronounce most of these names. Sorry to any of those just listening. This quadrant covers what was once British Columbia. I know it says Columbia British, but that makes no sense. And the French. I can't pronounce that. In fact, I can't pronounce any of these names. Although dismantled in the primary assault, its coast is, again, dotted with towns, cities, and industry. Inland is primarily farmlands, RDF bases, and outposts. Now, once again, I can't pronounce the name of the next quadrant. This is the International Zentradi Buffer Zone. Now, I'm not going to get too detail with this, even though it's huge, mostly because that's kind of self-explanatory. This is where they keep the Zentradi in the locations they do in South America. It's as simple as that. And I think this is great for campaigns where you're doing primarily combat or good place for espionage no matter which side of the war you're on. So just keep that in mind. Next, we have the, I believe it's pronounced, Brazilla quadrant, a sparsely populated quadrant with just a handful of industrial cities. Although it's dry, tropical rainforests are hundreds of small peasant villages, usually with less than 200 people living off the land as they did 100 years ago. This would also be a good quadrant to have a good little campaign or at least a side story in, since in this area there's going to be a lot of activity with industrial cities. You're going to be getting raids from Zentradi because they're going to want that equipment. The mountains. Mountains ream the west coast of South America sector. Generally, they are the homes of peasant farmers, sheep herders, bandits, low-level and high-level tech, usually with small outfits, and small groups of Zentradi rebels. I like the mountains. They are definitely my favorite spot for the South America sector. I know it doesn't say much here, and that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. My next video will be about the Zentradi control zone. I hope to see you there. Have a great time.